St. Edward's Secondary School is one of the most renowned mission schools in Sierra Leone, with an enviable track record. Its origin could be traced as far back as 1864, when Sierra Leone's Catholic community was without spiritual guidance and had been so for 6 years since the death of Monsignor de Brezilac in 1859. In 1864, a French priest, Reverend Father Edward Blanchet, who was Father Superior in the Gambia, received a directive from Paris asking him to proceed to Sierra Leone with the mission of restarting the mission there. Father Koberi, another French, was to be his assistant. Father Blanchet, in 1865, started the St. Edward's Primary School, which he named St. Edward the Confessor. However, he had to hire Protestant teachers because there were not many Catholic educators in Freetown. The primary school had 30 pupils. This could be seen as the genesis of the secondary school, which today stands at the grounds commonly called May Park in King Tom. St. Edward's Secondary School started on a shiny Monday on the 6th of February 1922 at House Street with 6 foundation pupils in the persons of Anthony Toker, Sylvester Toker, James Masali, Edward Farah, Albert M. Magai, Willie Luke, and Joseph Luke. The first principal was Father Michael O'Connor, who was later joined by Father Mulcahy from Mobe in Shabron Island. Father Mulcahy is reputed to have made St. Edward's Secondary School a household name in the country. In 1946, the school moved to the Army Huts in Brookfields, where St. Joseph's now stands. The new and current secondary school was completed in 1959, where it currently stands at May Park grounds. St. Edward's became renowned for sports, scouting, and education, so much so that pupils dreamt of attending it as a matter of great achievement.
I have always been inspired that I am an Edwardian. You recall that as president of the Old Edwardians Association for some 4 years or so, or 5, that inspiration, that love, that ideal which has been handed down to us, I tried my level best in those years to let everybody Edwardian know that he went through the portals of St. Edward's.
The Old Edwardians Alumni or Old Boys Association started many years ago with several eminent old boys having served as presidents and others in various capacities in its executive. At different times, these old boys have diligently served the school in various areas in helping to promote both its prestige and enviable track record in the country.
The school hosts over 3,500 students. I mean, the school wasn't meant to do that, but the standard was falling also, and that was reflecting on us who were Edwardians. So some of us who were members of the association decided to take the bull by the horn. And what we did is first is to ask ourselves, I mean, what do we want to do? I mean, the school is falling, the standard is falling.
They have done so through either renovations of the school or providing schools materials, scholarships, stationaries, computers, band instruments or financial donations. This has often helped give visibility to a school that has by far produced some of the brightest minds in the nation of Sierra Leone. Such include names like Sir Albert Magai, who was one of the first pupils who later became Prime Minister, the late Ahmad Tijan Kaba, former President of Sierra Leone, Justice Umu Hawa Tijan Jallow, former Chief Justice of Sierra Leone, the current Inspector General of Police, Mr. Francis Munu, the Chief Justice Abdullahi Cham, Mrs. Edna Jones, former Director of Educational Services, Rhoda Kagbo, current President of the Sierra Leone Bar Association, and the list goes on. The current executive of the Old Edwardians Association took leadership in 2008 to date, and under its leadership with Mr. Jibril Sako as president, many are the feats that has been undertaken.
The first thing is to create the awareness that this is not the Edwards we attended, and we need to take St. Edwards back to its past glory. And number 2, we were saying this is not the standard of St. Edward's School. We need to bring it back to the standard that everybody knows it was.
Under his leadership, the school fence was constructed.
Thirdly, the infrastructure was so deplorable that we said we need to improve the infrastructure. And of course, the school was two-shift, 3,500 kids. I mean, it's a recipe for disaster.
The staff room was renovated. The two-shift system was changed to a one-shift system.
Took over the cleaning process. Is to clean the whole school. The school was a dump. We carted away over 40 big trucks of rubbish to Bome. And all was donated, the vehicles were donated by an Edwardian.
A borehole was dug. Toilet facilities were built. A computer lab was established.
We were able to get a lot of eminent Edwardians, and they gave beautiful motivational speech. This motivated the kids. And we introduced what we call scholarships. Scholarships for those people who make the grade, and scholarships for people who want to attend St. Edward's, but they don't have the money to do that.
Nevertheless, there were challenges.
We have a serious problem with our laboratory science, laboratories, chemistry, physics and biology. We are looking forward to people who will come on board to support us so that we can rehabilitate the laboratory.
And I know for sure the branding of the school is on its way, though the name that used to be in the gutters will be raised back to life. The glory will come to the great St. Edward's.
Such as the renovation of the school hall, the renovation and furnishing of the old school building's science lab.
The first challenge we faced is that period that we transformed the school from a double shift system to a single shift system. But thank God we are now coping, because not every one of us was comfortable with that particular transformation.
Sporting equipments are needed. Band instruments are also needed.
This whole library needs to be renovated. You know, the ventilation, because of the ventilation, we are getting dust from the field into the library.